Good day, everyone. Let's try to solve this algebra problem from the Australian Mathematics Olympiad. And here is the problem. If x and y are real numbers and x plus 22 over y plus 290 over xy is equals to 26 minus y all over x, we find the value of xy. So let's solve the problem. As you can see, the problem involves fractions. And in order to solve equations that contains fractions, we need to remove the fraction first by multiplying the entire equation by the LCD. And as you can see here, the LCD of the denominators of the terms of the equation is xy. So we multiply the entire equation by xy. After doing so, the equation will be transformed into x times x plus 22 plus 290 is equals to y times 26 minus y. We then distribute x to x plus 22, and then we distribute y to 26 minus y. We will then get the equation x squared plus 22x plus 290 equals 26y minus y squared. Next, let's try to complete the square of the left hand side. In order to do so, we're going to get 1/2 of the coefficient of x, and then we square it and then add it to both sides. We have x squared plus 22x plus 290 plus 11 squared. The 11 squared is the result when we get half of 22, which is 11, and square it. And we also add it to the other side. And then we do the same thing with the y. Complete the square. We have half of 26 is 13 squared, so that is 13 squared. Now, as you notice, I just returned the 11 squared on this side just to show that this 2 cancels out and this same form is arrived at here. And then the same with the 13 squared minus 13 squared. I just place them together in order to show that the form remains unchanged. Now, at this point, let's try to group the terms here. You have x squared plus 22x plus 290 plus 11 squared. And then you also group these terms here. So you have negative of negative 26y plus y squared plus 13 squared, and leave this positive 13 squared outside the grouping symbol. Then you now have x squared plus 22x plus 11 squared. This is the result when we get the perfect square and complete the square. Plus 290 minus 121. Then this one is the result when we completed the square. So just leave it as it is. 13 squared is equals to 169. Then we simplify further. 290 minus 121 is equals to 169. And then same thing with the right side. Simplifying this further, we can cancel out 169 because wherever you transpose 169, they will always give you a sum of 0 because they have the same signs. So after canceling out 169, what is left is x squared plus 22x plus 11 squared on the left side. And on the right side, you have negative quantity, negative 26y plus y squared plus 13 squared. Now, this is a perfect square trinomial. This is also a perfect square trinomial. They will factor out as x plus 11 squared for the left side and negative quantity y minus 13 squared for the right side. We then combine them to the left side. You have x plus 11 squared plus quantity y minus 13 squared equals 0. Now, at this point, you have to find the values of x and y so that the answer will be 0. And in order to do that, the only possibility is that when x is equals to 0, and then the y term becomes equal to 0. So we're going to let x plus 11 squared be equal to 0, and y minus 13 squared be equal to 0. Solving for the variables, we get x equals 11 and y equals 13. Now, we can find the value of xy by multiplying the values of x and y. So you can have x times y equals x is negative 11 times y is 13. Therefore, your y is equals to negative 143. This is our answer, and the problem is solved. So thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel in order to get updates on future challenging math problems that we will post. Thank you so much. Enjoy learning.